I just had to completely block everybody out and not care at all. I knew this time that I was pushing it.
And it was a bad day to come home early. I was getting so many texts from our friends like, what is Shane doing? How did I get here? Oh my God, that's like really scary. Man, he threw a head of lettuce and he was pissed and it just like exploded. Oh, look, my eye is twitching. Ooh, it's an automation that just hurts me in my soul.
You feel better?
A little bit. My eye's twitching though.
A tornado could have run through the house, and the first thing anybody's gonna say is the Wi-Fi's not working. You might get to hear me rant a little bit. Welcome to the Wife Approved podcast. I'm Shane.
And I'm Caroline.
Let's go. All right, we are back. Another podcast. How you feeling today?
I'm good. My hands aren't sweating.
Your hands aren't sweating today? No. All right, good. You look good. Hair day?
Hair day. It's the best day.
Just got your hair done. I guess that means we're going out tonight.
Yes.
Always
every night.
Every night? Every hair night?
Yeah.
Every hair day?
Yeah. The next 7 days. That's how long this hair will last.
Oh. And then what? Days. It falls out?
No,
you got to replace the wig?
Yeah, it gets greasy.
I'm just kidding. Then you got to wash it. Mm-hmm. So you go 7 days without washing your hair?
I try. I mean, 7 days is really pushing it.
Pushing
but everybody knows when it's hair day because I don't do anything to my hair. I don't curl it. You know, Macy like curls her hair. I don't do any of that.
Oh, yeah.
I can't. I burn my hair. So everybody knows.
Oh, they know because it's curly and you don't normally curl
like
your hair?
Every 8 weeks, my hair's curled.
8 weeks. I was going to ask you how often you do it.
Every 8 weeks.
Every 8 weeks. All right, cool. Well, I guess we're going out tonight.
You got a haircut this week too.
I did. Was that this week? Yeah. Well, I'm always wearing hats, so can't tell half the time. But yeah, it'll be good to go out. School is back in session, so you know.
Week 2.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like they start back so early these days. But it's been, I don't know, it's been pretty good, you know.
I feel like it rushes summer. I don't like it.
Yeah, did I tell you this morning I actually drove the girls to the wrong school.
Did you pull in?
No, I didn't go all the way.
Okay.
So our daughter just started high school and just said, I usually take them to school in the mornings or we like carpool sometimes. And out of habit, I went to the wrong school this morning because it's just like I've been doing it so long.
I know.
Half asleep, drinking that coffee.
I feel like I haven't like accepted the routine. Like I feel like it's the first week of school. It's the second. It just feels foreign. I know that's stupid.
Well, it's probably because it's so early.
I guess.
You know, it's like not even September yet. Well, at this time of this recording, this video, I think, this will probably come out even before September. So, you know, it's not even September. Oh, man, time is flying. Oh, September's coming. That means new iPhones.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't
iPhone events.
I won't get the new iPhone. I get hand-me-downs, passed downs.
That's a new phone, though.
It's not the new phone. It's
new phone.
It's the hand-me-down phone. It's not
still
the
a
new
new phone
ones.
to
You get the new ones. Tell me if this is fair. He gets the brand new phone, and I get his hand-me-down. Which, whatever. I don't care.
It's not a bad deal. I mean, you know, you get probably... So, like, I didn't always get new phones every year. And still, I don't know. I didn't always. It's been a few years I have been. Actually, there was one year, a couple years ago, I think maybe it was the 15 Pro. Might have been the one I had. No, must have been the 14 Pro.
I have the 15.
And you just dropped it.
It was YouTube. That is when you were like, I think that was when you started making an excuse to get the new phone. You needed it. He needed it.
Well, I got on the upgrade plan through Apple at one point, and then it was like, okay, I'll just get a new one each year. And I was really able to justify it, at least in my brain, because at first, you remember I used to film all my videos on my iPhone.
Yeah, that's called man math.
Man math?
Yeah, instead of girl math.
Well, don't get me started on girl math. You remember that though? I filmed all my stuff on my iPhone for.
Is that no? I don't remember because that's
for like at least a year.
That is when you used to kick me out of the house or make me stay in the bedroom while you were recording. So no, I don't know what you were filming on because you wouldn't let me near you. He was in my office downstairs, so he didn't have a door. Like our office is probably truly a dining room. There's no doors, and he would be like, don't you have something to do? And I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to shower. Yeah. And then I remember one time I didn't have a towel. So he was like talking. I could hear him in the bedroom. He was talking and I had to open the door to get a towel. And he went, you were so mad that I interrupted you. Like he wouldn't even film in front of me, which I think it's funny. It's kind of silly.
It's funny now for sure. It's kind of hard to explain. You get in the zone sort of. I mean, I'm still kind of like that.
You were embarrassed.
It was an embarrassment thing for sure. Like, and I think it was maybe in the last podcast or maybe the first one. I mentioned that I thought that you're more natural. I said something like that, right? Like
you're more, and that blows my mind. And I don't feel natural.
You're like, what? I was like, I think you're better on camera, I think is what I said. Something like that. And what I mean by that, it's not maybe not necessarily now, but if you compare me to when I first started on camera versus like you've only been on my YouTube channel like a couple of times, but compare those couple of times or even right now to my first few times on camera. Oh my God.
Y'all please scroll for years on his YouTube channel and go look at some of his first videos. Like, cause he keeps them up and I think that's awesome. Like,
oh, don't do it. They're
please freaking do it. Like I'm begging you to do it. It's like,
it is funny. They're so bad, but yeah, I mean,
I feel like YouTube's changed you though. Like your personality, you were very, like, unless you were around people that you felt comfortable with and knew, I think you were more quiet and reserved.
Really?
And I feel like now your personality is like bigger and you're more like, I do think it helped. It helped you like come out of your shell. Not that you were like super shelled because you weren't like that bad, but you were definitely, quiet unless you like knew him and were comfortable around him. You had a more like reserved, like, I don't want to say laid back. You were just,
I think I know what you're saying. And so I've always tried, like I knew in order for it to work on YouTube, I would just have to be myself. Mm-hmm. But I also had to learn, like, you gotta kind of learn how to be on camera. Like you can't just like
clear, dry eyes.
Like sometimes some of my friends will be like, yeah, I see your videos and you're, it's like, yeah, it's because I can't just like this conversation is probably a little different than how I do my normal YouTube videos because you just don't want to be like super boring and you're talking.
And then you don't want to be like some of those YouTube videos are like, and then I'm like watching the video and I'm like, oh my God, that's like too much.
Yeah, too much. Yeah.
But I think it just made you blossom.
Oh my Lord.
I feel like, you just talk to people better. I feel like you interact more with people and you talk and it's like what waitressing did for me at 18. I did not know how to talk to people. Like I was so scared to like take orders. I would like tremble. And then I was like nervous, which was silly. But then I learned, like social skills. And I know you're not necessarily being social, I guess, on your live stream or your member chats you are, but it definitely changed your personality. For sure.
Well, I think what it is, in a good way. I've always been a little more reserved than you. Like in terms of just like I hate the terms introverted and extroverted. Really,
I'm both now.
I think most people are both. I always talk about it this way. So everybody is either one or the other in the sense that you need one either to be introverted or extroverted in order to refuel yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know some people who after, like, they can do both. They can be by themselves. They can also be around people just like me or you. But some people I know, after a while, they've got to be around more people to recharge. Yeah. That's like extroverted.
I feel like it changes with age too, though, because I was way more extroverted. And now I'm like, and I blame that on you.
Yeah. Well, I've always been that way. Like, I can go be around people all the time. I like to be around people. But I know after a certain point, I just need to be away from everybody to recharge.
Did you see that reel I shared that it was like after she was social for 2 days, she laid in bed for 2 months. Like 2 days in a row is enough to do me in.
Yeah, I'm not that extreme. But yeah, I mean, I do, after like I'll notice if we go out or hang around friends for like, 3 or 4 times or something in a week. After that, I'm like,
that's a lot.
Let's just chill and watch Netflix for like 3 days.
Yeah.
So, but no, I think what in regards to like how it's changed me, I think what it really is that I just had to completely block everybody out and not care at all. So like before doing YouTube, I probably, like most people, you're a little like, not, I don't know if self-conscious is the right word, but you know, you care what other people think, and you should a little bit. But I was just explaining this to somebody the other day. I can't remember who it was. Might have been Macy. But when you do YouTube at first, and nobody thinks about this, once you like quit your job and you're like a YouTuber, nobody thinks about the beginning days when, you know, it's kind of like embarrassing. Like I'm just a normal guy working a 9-to-5 job, and then I just start posting these videos on YouTube or
I was
wherever.
getting so many texts from our friends like, what is Shane doing?
Really? Yeah. Oh, I know people were talking.
Crystal, I'll call her out. Crystal was one of them.
I know people were talking, you know. I'm sure probably even friends. Like most people did not understand what I was doing. Most people don't see the vision or whatever, and they just think it's crazy. Like, and you got to think about, you know, you're on Facebook and like all these people you went to high school with and all this kind of stuff. And you got to think, like, I was self-conscious. That's probably why I didn't want you coming out there, because I was self-conscious about it. You know, I felt weird and you know, but I had to totally not care what anybody thinks. And like, I remember feeling like I was in like a tunnel, and I just like tunnel vision, and I just blocked out everything. I stopped getting on Facebook, you know, because I didn't care what anybody from high school thought and all that stuff. And I just kept on like one week after another doing the same thing and like trying to get better.
Yeah, but I don't think that's what changed your personality.
Well, it is in a sense,
I think it's just what you have to do your job now.
Maybe I have to be more outgoing. So I'm a little bit better at being outgoing.
People used to think you were mean.
Macy still says that. Like she doesn't say that, but like we were somewhere just like in the grocery store or something, and she was like looking at me interacting with the just the person. I feel like I'm pretty nice, like behind the counter, you know?
Yeah, you are.
And I'm usually like really nice, but she was just like, you look so scary. I was like, what do you mean? She was like, you just look so scary or mean, or I don't think she said mean. I think she said scary. And I was like, really? God, do I have an RBF?
She said, yeah, she says that about me too, though.
Well, like we know you got an RBF. I'm just kidding. It's not resting. I guess resting means all the time.
Well, what's it doing?
Like when you want to look mean, you can look pretty scary.
I feel like if I have RBF, I'm not trying. I'm just like either focused or like
that's
dazed.
What RBF means. It means it's just the resting, like your normal face is just.
Yeah, I used to have, I remember when I was like younger, like probably teenager, like early 18, 19, 20. I remember people would be like, you just smile. I remember dudes would say that to me, like strangers. Smile. And I would be like, what? Like who? What? I'm just thinking, you know, like, girl, I'm in like deep thought, you know, like that deep thought that'll make you miss your turn. And then you're like, oh my God, how did I see the red lights? Like, how did I get here? I don't remember seeing any that happened to me this week. And
sounds
I'm like,
you need to stay off
it's
the
like
roads.
when you snap out of it, I'm like, holy, like, did I follow the traffic? Did I run the red light? I don't know. God. Anyway.
Have you noticed that like, it seems like a lot of other YouTubers that we've met, it's kind of the same. Like I would say you're the more outgoing one.
Out of the wives, or
just
out of me and you?
No, out of me and you, you're the more outgoing one.
I used to be. I feel like I'm not anymore.
And I think you are though still compared to me. But I'm doing YouTube, and I've noticed that with other YouTubers, like some of our friends. So we've gotten to know other YouTubers.
They are all reserved.
And though a lot of the guys that I know, anyways, that are doing YouTube, we won't mention any names, but y'all probably know who you are if you watch this. They are kind of a little more like when we're just hanging out, a little more reserved, a little more on the quiet, chill side. And the wives are like really outgoing, fun.
Well, you know why? That's opposites attract.
Yeah. But I just think it's funny that the ones
that
the reserved, you know, we're the ones on camera.
I know, but you know why? Because you do it alone. You're filming alone. You're in a room alone. You're recording. It's easier. You're not having to interact directly.
Yeah.
It's indirectly.
I guess it is a little easier in that sense. It's weird being on camera though. Like me and you were just hanging out talking
It's
here, but if
definitely
you had
weird.
to just sit and talk to that camera just by yourself,
I would be weird.
it's super weird.
I would be very weird.
It takes some getting used to. So anyways, let's talk about school stuff. Back to school. I know the kids, she's using, they got MacBooks now, which is kind of cool.
Well, she had an iPad, yeah.
There's
and then she just
iPad last
upgraded
year.
to a MacBook.
Yeah, it's crazy. The
She
tech
was so
that they have
frustrated.
with the
How do I
MacBook.
work this thing? She was so used to her little iPad.
Yeah, it is crazy now. They got all the, you know, we didn't have any of that when we were growing up. I guess that's how old we are.
I couldn't do
Not in
the
school anyways.
That would frustrate me. I'm so, like, I like tech, but I'm just not techie. And if I had to do like geometry, like I just remember Kobe doing geometry during COVID on the MacBook, and just like how everything, they have to go find it, like it's all digital. It would just run me mad. Like, you know, I that would just send me, like, give me a piece of paper.
I mean, that whole
look at her now. Macy's doing geometry online.
that was awful. Like, at least they have time in school now. That was awful.
I know, but still, like, they don't have books.
Yeah.
Like, to me, to have to go read, like, and I know some people love to like read on a Kindle or like whatever, but like I need the book. I don't want to listen to it because I'll, like, you know, audiobooks, I'll zone out. That would run me mad. But we're in like what, second week, and it feels strange.
Well, now they have Chat GPT. You don't even need books.
You know, there's something I saw that is like reverse Chat GPT. It's not really reverse Chat GPT, but I guess the schools and teachers are like using this software. And I don't know if it's like strictly college or if high schools are doing it too, where they can like take your document and tell, and again, this could be complete crap, but I saw like, you know, I think it was some reels, some kids are like, gosh, I can't even use Chat GPT because it basically will take the document and show the keystrokes, whether they copy and pasted, like how long it took, you know, whatever. I don't know if like someone is combating the Chat GPT stuff.
The irony is 100% guaranteed they're using AI to determine if it's AI that they're detecting.
Yeah, I saw this. The scariest thing I saw, like, was a dang, you know, like a reel or a meme or whatever that said, you know, we talk about being healthy and stuff, and it was like, your doctor right now is passing his exams using Chat GPT, might be a good time to get healthy. And I was like, oh my God, that's like really scary.
Yeah. I've also seen some studies. I don't remember the exact statistics. They compared doctors alone, doctors that use Chat GPT, or maybe, I think it was Chat GPT, but some type of AI, and then AI alone. And then the doctors that used Chat GPT or AI did significantly better than, I think it might have been with like diagnosis and stuff like that. They did significantly better than the doctors on their own. But what's scary is that Chat GPT on its own did better than everything, even with the doctor included.
That's what's scary. The doctor better, at least if he's using it, he better be memorizing what he knows.
Yeah.
All right. So what's Macy? You need
to get my water.
How'd you set Macy up with tech for school?
She's been using a HomePod in her room for years now, and like she does so good waking up. We're blessed with her.
Yeah, because that was not me.
In the mornings. Yeah, she gets up on her own. She sets timers on her HomePod. She has like 1,000 timers on her HomePod or alarms that go off. So she gets up on her own with the HomePods. She usually plays music on them. Well, sometimes she does in the mornings. And then I also have automations set that turn on the lights, not the main lights, but like little accent lights. So we have nano leaf lights and stuff like that in there.
And cuts her fan off, right?
And it cuts her fan off. So she wakes up, gets up, showers, does her whole thing all on her own.
That was not me. Definitely not Kobe. I remember in high school, I think I was a freshman. My stepdad at the time he'd been trying to wake me up nicely, probably for like 45 minutes. And he took me to school. And he was so pissed off. He was making my lunch, or he was making me breakfast, you know, been trying to wake me up, and I wouldn't get up. And I just remember he came in there screaming at me, and he threw a head of lettuce at my headboard.
Damn, that's hilarious.
And he wasn't trying to hit me, but he threw it at the headboard, and he was pissed, and it just like exploded.
Yeah, I can picture that.
It was like salad in my room. I was so hard to get up.
Yeah.
Kobe was my payback for sure.
Yeah, some things never change.
I get up. Don't even start with me.
You do.
I had to be in Jenkinsville by 7 a.m. for what, 3 years? 2 years? That was awful.
You're a snoozer, though. Some people like to snooze and lay there and snooze and snooze.
Yep. That's my game.
Yeah.
Who's a snoozer?
I can't do it.
Snoozer.
I mean...
You snooze, dude. I rolled over the other day and had to be like, cut your alarm off. You were just letting it go. You weren't even snoozing. No, it was this week. Maybe you stayed up late or something, but you were... Usually you'll cut it off, and it was like going on and on and on. I was like, dude, like, cut it off. Like, I'm in between snoozes here. I need my 9 minutes of peace.
9 minutes. You know, there's no way to change that on the iPhone, the snooze.
No, because I was thinking about that today when I saw it. I was like, 9 minutes is not enough time.
So you figured out how long the snooze was?
Yeah, I could see.
Do you know, I read years ago, and I don't know how true this is, but I read years ago that like Apple did some sort of study or something and determined this could all be made up. I don't know. Probably is. But I know I read this somewhere. Y'all let me know if anybody knows better. But I read that Apple did some sort of study and determined that 9 minutes is like the perfect ideal snooze time some reason.
I think it's 9 minutes and 59 seconds.
Is it? I thought it was 9 minutes on the dot. I don't know.
I'll let you know tomorrow.
We should time it.
No, wait.
Nobody's going to be
next
up.
Week.
We'll have to set one, snooze it while we're awake and test it out.
Yeah, but Macy's so good. She's just, man.
Yeah.
She gets
does
up.
Good in the
she
morning.
handles business. I don't know. You said you've always gotten up good. You know, I feel like girls, I don't know, but then I was a girl who couldn't get up. So no, she's just good. I was going to try to girl boy it, but that's not it.
It's just a personality thing.
Yeah, it is.
Another automation I used in the morning, which I haven't used in a while because we've been doing more carpool stuff, but I actually it was great during the winter time. I had my truck connected to HomeKit basically through Homebridge for a while. And I haven't been doing that lately.
Oh, because it's not cold.
Partially because it's not cold. Also because my schedule's not that regular because we do like carpool and stuff, or I do carpool and stuff like that. But when I was taking her every day, I would have it like, I think it was like 7 a.m. or 7:05 a.m. every day. My truck would start up automatically, which was awesome. I loved that because I would always forget, and the windows would be frosty in the wintertime.
When I drive your truck,
be freezing.
That stupid automation you have, and you love it. Where your car locks after 1 minute or whatever it is. Like if I'm doing groceries and it's raining, or usually when you're carrying in groceries, we have a lot of steps, so I'll leave the door open or whatever. But if it's like raining or something, I'll shut the door, or if it's like whatever, sometimes I'll shut the door. And I go back to that car and the keys are in the house and that door is locked. Oh, it's just like we could go into an automation rant. Look, my eye is twitching. It drives Macy crazy. Like there is nothing more frustrating than trying to get back in for something. You left something behind. That's another example. You're already up in the house. Me and Macy forgot something in the car. Oh, it's an automation that just hurts me in my soul. And you love it.
It's my truck.
Okay.
So I do love it. That's not a HomeKit or a smart home thing. That's just a setting.
How'd you do that?
It's just a feature in the truck.
Okay, I did not know that. I thought that was some HomeKit stuff.
You could probably do that on your Lexus too. It just, technically it is an automation, but that's not a smart home or anything. Automation. It's just a feat. I love it because I never have to remember to lock my truck.
Oh, make the minutes longer.
I just it locks on its own when I walk away. It's great.
It's terrible.
It's freaking great.
It's so annoying. Oh, wives or spouses, can you imagine? Like, I forgot my purse. Oh, I need to get out of his truck and he's inside.
Well, just get your shit on Get your shit on the first try, and then be done with it. All right. I'm gonna get it. Okay.
You're gonna get it.
Moving on. So we got a sponsor. Excited about that?
Yes, very exciting.
Yeah, we got a sponsor, Aqara. Aqara makes smart home stuff. They just make so many different things. I just did an installation at a friend's house and basically hooked them up with an entire security setup, smart locks. We did multiple cameras, a doorbell camera, sensors throughout the house, light strips. The whole nine. We did all of it over there. And I've been using Aqara stuff for years, since long before they even knew who I was. So really cool and excited to have them as a sponsor today. In fact, I just got some light strips in the mail today, some Aqara light strips in the mail.
I feel like Akara was a more affordable brand too when you were first starting out than a lot of the other stuff.
That was one of the reasons why I started buying their stuff is before any of these brands knew who I was or anything. I was like, I don't have money to be buying all this stuff. So Akara was great because it worked with HomeKit. B, it always works really well. Like for me, my experience, this stuff has always been super reliable. And they're just affordable. So HomeKit works well, affordable, and their stuff works with any smart home ecosystem. So it doesn't matter what you use, it will work. But I'm excited to have them as a sponsor. So thank you, Akara, for sponsoring today's video. I'll put links and everything in the show notes if you want to check them out. And I'm excited because I'm going to use those light strips this weekend to finish the garage project.
I didn't know you got light strips for the garage.
Yeah, that's what those light strips are for. So I got, I think, 4 of them. And I was trying to determine which kind of light strips I wanted to put out there. And Akara is the one that I wanted to go with. So I'm going to be using Akara light strips out there.
That's
Finally
awesome.
Get that video done.
Yep, they've been the GOAT. They've been around from the beginning of your journey. Didn't they give a code too? Discount code?
If we get a discount code, I'll put that in the show notes as well.
Yeah, I tried to get one.
You want to answer some questions? I think we got some questions.
I think we are leaving out a very big event that happened this week.
Oh no! What
your smart home? Do you want to tell the people what happened this week?
About my rack.
That is on the list.
Not really. That was.
Oh God.
Oh yeah. So I hate to say it, but sometimes the people the comments on YouTube are right, the naysayers and stuff. I have a wall-mounted rack for my network. If you don't know, that's like your router and all kind of stuff like that. Your network rack, basically.
Hubs.
Yeah, and I had mine wall-mounted. It's been like that for a couple years now, at least. And it's been a couple years.
When was that video you published?
The first one I did when I first built that rack was probably 2 years ago.
Oh, wow. I thought it was just like in the past year.
No, because I like switched to Unify stuff not too long. Like that was probably almost a year ago. And I was using it, but way before I had Unify stuff. But anyways, long story short, it's time to replace the rack. So again, it was a wall mounted rack. It did fall. It crashed on me, which is kind of a disaster. But my problem is I just keep doing more and putting more stuff in there.
More weight on it.
Yeah. And I knew like it was fine if I would have left it. Like it would have been fine for forever. I mean, it was fine for 2 years, but I kept adding more. And I knew this time that I was pushing it. And like I tried to just, I don't know if lazy is the right word, but I just really didn't want to redo the rack. So I kind of pushed it and it was too much.
Where were you sitting when it fell?
I was close enough to know. I mean, cause I was working on it. And so I was adding stuff.
You were in there when it fell?
I wasn't in there. I was not in there at the moment, but
we haven't talked this through. I thought you were sitting up here.
No, I wasn't surprised that it fell, honestly.
Dogs scattered.
Yeah.
Ace ran upstairs and Shane said he pretty much stayed up there all day. And I guess he pooped himself.
Oh, the dog.
On the carpet up here. It scared him so bad.
Yeah.
It ripped giant holes in my sheetrock that is still under construction. I come home from work and there was stuff everywhere. And he was in the closet and I heard beeping and I walked in and there were just 4 giant holes in the wall. Ace was scared. Ace would not even that night go. It's in the coat closet. If that coat closet door was open, he would go hide in our bedroom. He would not even walk by the closet.
Yeah, I was pissed at myself. I was thinking about it, like I should have grabbed my camera, and that would have made probably for a good video to just show. But I was in the moment. I was just like so frustrated. But more than that, kind of annoyed with myself because I knew
it's the worst feeling.
I probably knew that was going to happen, and I just should not have pushed it, but I did anyways.
What was the last product you put on there?
The reason it was too much. So when I first built it, again, it was fine. And then probably about a year ago, I added what's called a UPS, uninterrupted power supply. So that's quite heavy on its own, not to mention the routers and other things on there. But that's pretty heavy.
And the rack's heavy.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, a little bit.
It's metal.
The UPS is pretty heavy because that's essentially just batteries. So that's what we use if, we have a power outage. It keeps everything running for a while, right? So you don't have, Wi-Fi going out and stuff during those little power outages. But that's been fine for a while. Like I said, probably a good year or so I've been using the UPS at least. But I was adding some more hard drives, essentially a NAS system. And those are pretty heavy too. And like I said, I knew it was a bad idea.
I wanted to film you so bad, but I couldn't tell how mad you were or if it was like too soon. And then on your live on Wednesday, I wanted to troll you about it. I wanted to be like, hey, everybody ask Shane how his rack's doing.
Too
but
soon.
I felt like it was too soon. But you really, surprisingly, other than our house being a complete disaster, you weren't like raging. I was shocked.
Yeah. Well, just another challenge, something else to do.
I fix the wall and put it back.
Pretty annoyed.
That's my pet peeve.
Well, you came home early too that day.
No, I know, but drywall.
I know.
Is my thing. It's weird.
I've already done it.
Yeah, but it needs to look
sand and paint it. But I'm probably gonna put just a big ass rack in front of that anyway. So
still,
yeah,
you've got so many holes around this house. He's promised to fix them for like 2 years.
Well, I've already patched it up. I just got to sand and paint it, so I'll probably do that.
That was our tragedy, or his tragedy.
But yeah, that was pretty annoying, and it was just a stupid mistake. That I don't know. Yeah, I was. I pushed it. That's what I get for pushing it too far. But anyways, we're gonna come back. It's gonna be better and stronger. But yeah, you did come home early that day from work. You were at work.
I did, and it was a bad day to come home early.
I was like, yeah, it was. And then when you live with people, first thing, like the house could be, a tornado could have run through the house, and the first thing anybody's gonna say is the Wi-Fi is not working. So I was like, all right, I gotta get everything like at least temporarily fixed up. And I think I did actually have the Wi-Fi either running or really soon after by the time you got home. So everything is back up and everything.
The positive you said is that all your HomeKit stuff like came back over pretty easy, right? Is that something you said?
Yeah.
Ooh, that would have really added on.
Yeah. For a short time I had to unplug everything, but yeah, everything came right back up.
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine if it would have fell during your stream or something on Wednesday?
That would have been bad. Yeah, I think that was like Tuesday, and then I streamed Wednesday.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yep. Dent in my floor, my hardwood. Oh man.
Did it?
Yeah.
It's in the closet. Nobody cares. All right. Let's answer some questions. We'll update you on the rack situation here soon. I might make another video on YouTube.
You might as well.
Updating it.
People that don't have studs to mount it in.
Yeah. Again, if you don't go overboard, you could wall mount it the way I did. I use these certain kind of, I forget what they're called, toggle bolts, I think, and it was fine for 2 years. Just don't add super heavy stuff like I did. Most people aren't adding like a NAS system with 5, 6, 7, 8 hard drives and a UPS. Some of us are, like some people are. If you do that, just don't mount it on the wall, or at least find some good studs to use. All right, let's answer some questions here that we got this week. This here comes from Albert. Albert says, love everything you guys share with the community. Here's an offbeat one. My wife and I may be relocating to South Carolina. What do you like and dislike about living in your town? I believe you mentioned somewhere that you live in Lexington. You want to take that one?
Yeah, I like Lexington. I'd say it's probably the nicest city, surrounding Columbia, the capital, right? I mean, if you compare it to like West Columbia or, Irmo. Irmo used to be really nice. I would say Irmo isn't super nice anymore like it was, where our mall and stuff is, but it's just not the same as, when I grew up. So I'd say like Chapin, Lexington are good areas. And I love that we kind of have seasons. I like that it never gets too terribly cold.
They're not even from South Carolina, so they're talking about moving to South Carolina. I'll speak on. So that's her perspective. She's only lived in like in this area for her whole life, not in Lexington, but in the South Carolina,
Well, I grew up in
greater
Irma.
Columbia area, you could say. I've lived all over the country, basically mostly Southeast, but lived in multiple states growing up. And I don't know, I liked South Carolina as good or better than anywhere else that I lived. And Lexington itself is pretty spot on. So yeah, if you're looking for the greater Columbia area, I'd say Lexington's a good place to be. Chapin's good, like you said. It does get hot as
it's
balls,
hot. That's why I don't
here,
like
man.
It's not even the heat. Like, I don't mind heat. It's the humidity. So mosquitoes and humidity are the cons to South Carolina in general. Lexington's good. I love Charleston. I would say do your research on Charleston, but like West Ashley-ish area, I wouldn't recommend like Somerville or I don't know. I love downtown Charleston. I don't know what it's like to live there. I don't know if I'd want to
live in Charleston.
Oh, I would. Oh my God, West Ashley or near Kiowa. Man, if I was new and could do it all over, I'd love it down there. I love Charleston. Again, do your research on like the areas like North Charleston. Probably not great. Somerville, probably not the best. But if you go out to like West Ashley, like QI Island, Daniel Island. Again, we love going to downtown Charleston. I don't know if you have kids or whatever. If you have kids, that probably wouldn't work. But
that I definitely would not want to live in downtown.
I love South Carolina, like where we are, because we're like 2 hours from Charleston, which is the beach, or we're about 3.5 from Myrtle Beach. And
that's what's good about Lexington.
You're close.
Or Columbia. Yeah, like she said, about 2-ish hours to Charleston. You got about 3-ish hours to Myrtle Beach. You could be in Atlanta in about 3.5 hours. You could be in Charlotte in about probably 2 hours. And then you could be down in Florida pretty easily if you want to drive down to
Jacksonville,
Florida.
4 hours. I mean, our beaches are no Florida beach, no Gulf Coast.
That's why we
Florida
go down.
Beach,
We go down to Florida. We go to the Gulf.
But we do have seasons. Like I'll say that is like you get a little bit of the weather change, but it's not like Nebraska.
You tell somebody from
Nebraska. I know that. I mean, I know
they're laughing.
We
at
do
you
have
right now.
some, but there is some sort of a season. It's not like Florida. Florida don't have no season.
It ain't much different than that here. I mean, literally our winter times, it'll get cold for like maybe a week.
No, it's like a month, and that's just perfect.
No, it's not. Our version of cold is laughable to most people.
That's what I said. It's not Nebraska.
So, Pete, when you say seasons, a lot of them are like.
I understand. I have family in Kentucky. I get it, but it is just enough. You get like a little flavor. You get a little bit of fall.
I mean, I agree with you. I know what you're saying.
You get a teeny bit of winter.
Like barely. It's like
barely.
Literally in the wintertime, like. We're talking like January.
Yeah, February.
It'll get like really cold, but it literally only lasts for like a week.
No, it's not really a week.
It will. I mean, the whole period it'll last for a month or two, but literally it'll be cold for a week and then it'll warm back up and it'll be like it won't be that cold. And then it'll like I'm talking like cold like I need to wear gloves or something that cold.
You do.
For like a week at a time, but it's so sporadic.
He's so cold. He's like super sensitive to cold.
Yeah, I mean I get cold easy.
So if you get cold easy, South Carolina's a good place to be.
Yeah, but it's hot as balls. All right, moving on. Next question. Let's do another one. We got time for another one? Yeah, let's do another one. Carlos Lopez says, "Hey Shane, I went down the rabbit hole of baby tech and realized there aren't a ton of channels dedicated to it, so YouTube channels. So I've decided to make my own channel documenting my smart nursery build." That's awesome. I'm using Home Assistant and focusing on non-invasive automations, low-key and quality of life focused. What are some good automations you wished you had when you were a new parent?
I know what I wish we had.
What's that?
That Cradlewise crib. Man, if you're going to invest in something, do it. Do it. That thing is amazing. Monitor.
It is awesome.
It has a monitor in it, sound machine built in it. It rocks the baby when it starts noticing the baby's waking up, like before they're fully awake. It's like soothing them. It goes straight to your phone.
It's amazing. Yeah.
That's awesome. We're getting to actually pass that down to our granddaughter soon. My best friend, he did a video actually on a smart nursery. We did that for our goddaughter, my best friend's child. She's soon to transition out of that crib and she's 2. So it looks kind of small, but she stayed in it for a while. And I am telling you, that thing was a game changer.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, and that's a product, not an automation necessarily, but I've said many times, like, I wish I was into smart home stuff when we had kids, like when they were babies.
Is he having a kid? Is that what he said?
Yeah, I think that's what he
Hey,
said.
reach out to Cradlewise. They might give you a code or.
I mean, I assume he's having a kid. He actually didn't say, but he's went down a rabbit hole and.
Well, tell him to check out
nursery,
definitely
on a smart nursery build.
Yeah, check out Shane did a smart nursery video. You might get some good ideas there.
Yeah, we'll put links to everything in the show notes of this or in the video description for that video. Also for the smart crib she's talking about. Mm-hmm. That thing is really cool. But I also did some of the automations that I set up or that I wish I would have had when we had kids is just like basic things. Even the stuff I set up in that video is pretty basic, but like something as minor as having a little light strip or something come on automatically when you walk into a room, like underneath the crib. Was that a dog?
Yeah, screaming.
Yeah, the dog's whining. But yeah, having, like a little light strip under the chair or whatever coming on, because you're coming in there in the middle of the night having to do feedings and stuff like that would be awesome. And then also just like the safety stuff. So the crib, that smart crib has a lot of that stuff built in.
It has cameras in it.
Yeah, it's not cheap, but it's got all the sensors in it. You can even connect your phone you can connect the crib through AirPlay, which is crazy. It's got white noise machines.
Yeah, but it's not like
all that.
Outrageously like, I mean, it is expensive, but it's not like, I don't feel like it's astronomical.
Probably for everything you're getting built into it. Yeah, because I mean, it's essentially a baby monitor, multiple sound machines, sensors, rocker, all that. Yeah. But other automations that I would do, I mean, would do some stuff with like the shades, having shades or curtains automatically open or close depending on the time, and maybe some other things. You got nap times, and you would just have to consider how you like your routine and everything like that. But you probably want like shades closing during nap time or during feedings. A lot of times that's like during the middle of the day. And also maybe stuff for like air quality. You can have some sensors in there and adjust the humidity and temperature and stuff like that would probably be nice. But yeah, I'm a fan of just keeping it simple when it comes to automations, but stuff like that would definitely have been nice.
Or even if it wasn't automated, if there was a button you could push, if people don't like automations like me, you could push a button and make the light strip come on. Well,
that's actually what I did in the video. So we actually set up some automations that came on, lights would come on. I think we used Aqara motion sensors and an Aqara button. So you could also use the button to turn on and off certain lights and stuff like that, which was not right next to the rocker. So it's easy to do if you're holding the baby and all that stuff.
I love that Mariko's not techie like me. And you'll go do stuff for her, and VJ will mess something up or the internet messes something up. Instead of fiddling with it, she'll just rip it down. I love her for that.
What'd she rip down?
Something with the shades in that in that front room or in the it's like a loft window. She's hilarious.
I think she still uses that one. I think it was the one in the
kitchen.
Nursery. I think it was the one in the nursery that she couldn't get something wasn't working right.
She plays no games. She'll just rip it down. I want to do this last question. It's Larry Thomas.
Okay.
How often does the missus ask you for a specific automation or ask you if something is possible? How many automations have you made to fulfill a request she has?
No, that's
you gotta
for
answer it. No, it's not. She's asking you. How often does the missus ask you for automations?
Probably like 0.
Definitely 0. I loathe automations. They drive me crazy.
You ranted about that in the last
Did I already?
podcast.
Don't get me going. That question's going to get me going. I don't really ask for automations. I don't like them at all. I know some people love them. I cannot stand them. I like the idea, but it's annoying. He's probably about to torture me like we talked about. Like apparently there's like a bedroom project coming, my eyes twitching thinking about it. But I like manual control. That's just a preference. Like I like what it does. I just want to be able to control when it does it. I don't want it to happen automatically. I don't always want it to happen. I don't like automations. I know all my smart home spouses probably, maybe it's 50-50, but if I had to guess, I would say it's probably like 80-20. Do not like them. I know some smart home wives for sure don't like them.
You feel better?
A little bit. My eyes twitching though.
I'm going to build some automations that you will love.
Like what?
That you will love. I really think you're going to love the bedroom ones once I'm done.
I'm not. I literally, I've been thinking about it this week, like when I'm at work and stuff. Like I'm already annoyed and you haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
I'm already annoyed knowing I'm going to see that light through my eyelids and it's going to make me mad almost. It's going to make me real mad.
Well, you'll be all right. You're not going to see a light strip. It's like the light strip I put underneath the crib in the nursery. It's the same thing would be like under the bed. You're not going to see that while you're sleeping. It's underneath the bed and it's super low. That's the whole idea. So it doesn't wake up the other person. That's the whole point. So
you're going to be super quiet too. So that doesn't wake me up.
I didn't say all that. That ain't part of the automation.
So you're going to wake me up, T-Rex. You're going to wake me up, get out of bed. And then there's going to be a light on.
It's less likely for me to wake you up if I can see where I'm going. That's all I'm saying.
No, you're going to thud out of bed.
I think you're going to like that one. I don't know if there's any other automations that you really like. And you really don't. I can't think of anything you have asked me to do to set up.
I've asked you to do nothing. I just get it. And I have to take it and like it.
So she is not a big automation person.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't really get excited about that like I do, but she really does love having all the control. Go figure. It's a control thing. She's got to have control. I swear
to gosh.
But that said, you do love to have control on your phone. So she loves having all the smart home accessories right there on her phone that she can control, turn on and off, not get out of bed, not get off the couch, stuff like that. You just don't want it to happen automatically.
No, I hate that.
So she likes using, but you do like the smart home tech.
Yeah, that's what I said. I love the tech. Like I didn't at first. I thought it was stupid. I thought it was ridiculous and lazy and all that, but I love it now. But I don't like it happen automatically. The shades thing annoys me still. Speaking of manual control, the iPad is still not working.
Yeah, it's because the whole rack fell. Remember?
So, but it broke the iPad?
No, that's where it was plugged in there, so it's just dead. The wall-mounted iPad.
I like
that. So
that
was another thing. That one right there gives her that manual control where she can control things physically when she wants with the wall-mounted iPad. And yeah, I plug it in the rack and stuff. And since I'm, that's a work in progress right now, it's been unplugged. So the iPad's dead. That's all.
Oh, I thought
I just gotta charge it up.
So that was annoying this morning. I was trying to feed the dog.
But can we just say how freaking awesome is it that you can push a button on our wall-mounted iPad?
It's very awesome.
And the dog is fed with an automatic dog feeder.
It's awesome.
It's pretty awesome.
I don't want it to happen without me pushing the button, though. See?
We did have that set for a while as an automation. I thought it was great. It would go off automatically at 7 a.m. every day.
No, because on the weekends, if I want to sleep in, big girl might have to wait 2 hours to eat. She's not getting fed at 7 a.m. And it would wake me up. You would hear ding, ding,
seems ding, like, ding,
and the dog would be dun, 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 dun.
It seems like everything that gets in the way of your sleep is a problem.
Pretty much.
That's it. That's the basis.
Ladies
of it
all. And gents, spouses, come on. Like, it is annoying.
All right. We won't disturb your slumber.
Thank gosh.
With that said, everybody, thank you so much for listening. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Got a little laugh or two out of our ranting.
What are we going to talk about next week?
What are we talking about next week? Oh, I thought you were like leading me into something.
No, are you scared?
I don't know. No, I'm not scared.
Okay, I'm going to drop a bomb on you like you did me last week.
I'm sure we'll have some more stuff to talk about. We got September new iPhones coming up. We didn't really get into that today, so maybe we'll talk a little bit about new iPhones. There are some new Apple Home products probably coming that I'm really excited about, so maybe we'll talk a little bit about that. You might get to hear me rant a little bit because there's a lot of rumors, and every time I get to talking about Apple rumors, I tend to start ranting. Have you seen that in the live streams?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They love the rants, though.
I get a little ranty when we talk
It's like
about
when
that.
I talk about automations, same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to get that under control.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. But I appreciate you guys listening. If you enjoyed this, please leave us a review as we're trying to get this podcast going. Also, bear with us. We're going to improve this thing. Thanks again to our sponsor, Akara. Maybe with these sponsors, we'll end up getting another camera and take this thing to another level. And you got video versions available on YouTube and Spotify. Also, you can listen anywhere you get your podcast. So Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and we will see you guys next week.